Continuing coverage now with the investigation into an officer-involved shooting that left a 4-year-old child dead. Now closed, his family is still demanding accountability. 4-year-old Terrell Miller was killed when police shot a suspect holding the child at knife point. This happened in Macomb back in March. With the officer not facing any charges, the boy's mother says she's looking at her options. And now we have learned more details about the lawsuit being filed in the case of Terrell Miller's death. The lawsuit filed by Terrell's mother, the attorney, hopes to hold all parties accountable in the death of her son. The lawsuit's classified as a civil rights violation lawsuit, which covers excessive police force. Attorney Marlene Suarez says the goal of the filing is justice for Terrell.
It would serve to show that the society took this seriously, took his death seriously, and it would also show police that they are not without consequences when they take action against something.
The charges within the lawsuit include involuntary manslaughter and would also ask that the officer involved be terminated from the department. The case will go straight to the federal court and hopes to be filed by the end of next week. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stacey Skryzak.
And I'm Eliza Petrie. Dawn is off tonight. We're learning more details about the man accused of taking a 4-year-old hostage, ending in an officer-involved shooting.
Macomb police shot and killed Anthony George and Terrell Miller in March. Officers were called to the scene for a domestic disturbance.
That incident ended with Terrell's mother, Kiana Miller, stabbed and George and Miller dead. According to Miller's attorney, Miller was dating Anthony George last year until he pleaded guilty last November to a domestic battery charge following an incident between them.
It's an ugly situation. There's no other word to describe it except a very ugly situation. And it also goes to the problem of domestic violence and sometimes how those people are handled in the system.
Suarez says the handling of domestic violence in the state has been neglected in the case of George.
But unfortunately, Kiana Miller's situation shines a light on the dangers many face when it comes to domestic violence. News Channel 20's Hayden Donaldson's working for you to highlight the domestic violence numbers in the state of Illinois and the dramatic jump they've seen.
Now, the Illinois Coalition Against Domestic Violence normally releases the numbers in October, which is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. But after an alarming number of deaths in domestic violence cases, the organization wanted to bring awareness sooner. The coalition reported in 2023, 120 people died in 94 separate incidents in the state of Illinois, which was an increase of 121% over 2022. In addition, of the deaths reported, 56% of the victims were female, had an age range of under 1 year to 86 years old, and firearms being the means of death in 68% of the incidents. Because of the alarming percentage of firearm deaths, Illinois Coalition Against Domestic Violence Director Vicki Smith hopes releasing the numbers early will move legislation along that would keep known domestic violence offenders with protection orders from possessing a firearm.
We thought it was really important this summer to this report get out. We began to talk about it, try to understand why the numbers have jumped so dramatically, and then see if it won't assist with getting this bill passed to give law enforcement another tool to help reduce domestic violence homicides.
Now, the legislation has been in the Illinois House and Senate for a couple of years now, but with these new numbers, the coalition hopes it can pick up its traction. Now we have resources that are available to Tri-State's residents in cases of domestic violence. If you or someone you know is in a distressful situation, reach any of the contacts on your screen. I'm Hayden Donaldson reporting.
Thanks, Hayden. Lawmakers in Illinois have tried to pass legislation called Karina's Law that's designed to keep firearms out of the hands of domestic abuser. The bill has failed, though, to pass through the state legislature 3 times. Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.